Everybody, welcome to Stan's Auto Repair. There's the notorious Hummingbird. This car's getting a whole remake over. Soon videos, once I get it, there'll be more videos popping up on how to actually remove parts, but not actually put them back on, because this car is going to get a whole new underneath engine and everything. But this video is about the importance of keeping your wheel bearings in good shape. In my opinion, changing them before they go bad, because by the time they're making noise, you're gonna have some problems. This comes off a 2002 PT Cruiser Classic, and this is the wheel bearing. Wheel bearing come off. As soon as you pulled the axle out, wheel bearing exploded. Here's all the lovely bearings in there, and as you can see on this one, it's not even round, it's ate up. This is what a bearing should look like, nice and smooth all the way around. That one's not. Let's see, they almost kind of look like the end of bullets, don't they? Let's find, there's another one in here that's pretty messed up. You got this one here, it's pretty messed up. So there's two. This one's awfully rusty and nasty. Oh, here's one that's scored, and that's what's making your noises. And here's the actual bearing, the inner and outer part of the bearing. Here's pieces to it. The actual part that goes right here, it's missing a bolt. So whoever did this in the previous time also screwed up, because there's supposed to be a snap ring, and there is no snap ring. And the other problem is the race that actually goes in here, because it's a whole bearing piece. Because see, if you look right here, it sits right there. Problem is, it's still in the hub. So this hub is probably pretty much junk, so just gonna have to get a whole new hub, because, well, this is just terrible. Because see, right here the wheel bearing sits in, and you can see there's supposed to be a snap ring that holds it on. There is no snap ring. So the previous person that actually installed this wheel bearing caused a failure, because they didn't put in a snap ring to actually hold the wheel bearing in, and the wheel bearing locked up, as you can see by these bearing pieces, and then it literally exploded. So my give to everybody: change your wheel bearings, especially after you've put over 176,000 miles on one wheel bearing. That's quite a lot. Some people even go further than that. Some wheel bearings I replaced on my old Taurus. When I bought it, it had original wheel bearings, and that car had over 280,000 miles on it. And I will tell you what, getting the wheel bearings off that car was a pain in the rear. So just to let everybody know, I appreciate you watching. I appreciate your comments and your subscribing. Please, if you haven't not subscribed, please subscribe, because that helps me out tremendously. And just remember, keep the wheel bearings safe, because they will do stuff like this. Because, oh, and one other thing I will say, when the wheel bearing exploded, it was actually on the car when the Cruiser, when it exploded, it blew the boot on the CV joint axle complete off, which pieces of the bearing got inside the CV axle and actually jarred the CV axle. And I'll tell you what, it wouldn't be a good experience, especially if you're going down the highway and that happens.